how's it going? Do you know what? I don't actually care. I'm joking. Yes, so that was my bass cover of School by Nirvana. Awesome. Now this is track number 4 from Nirvana's debut album, 1989's Bleach. Now, if you're not familiar with this album, then where the hell have you been? Yes, it's a super cool album, a bit of a hodgepodge, with regard to the way the different tracks sound on the album. Nirvana was sort of like trying to find their own personal sound at the time, I believe. But there's definitely some standout tracks on here, and School is definitely one of them. This song is ludicrously simple, and I'm sure I've said that before about some of Nirvana's songs, but it's true, especially in the case of this song. But it's a great workout for both of your hands when it comes to like fretting and picking. So yeah, in that regard, it's good to build up your what's the word I'm looking for here? Stamina and all that kind of thing. So yes, definitely a song that's worth learning for any true Nirvana fan, I guess. So yes, track number 4 from Nirvana's 1989 album, Bleach. Definitely worth checking out. Now, I have previously, of course, done a guitar cover of this song because I've covered, at least 80% of Nirvana's stuff in the past on the old guitar. So yes, I'm sort of going around again and doing the bass versions nowadays, along with some other stuff that interests me along the way. But yes, if you would like to check out the guitar cover that I've previously done of this song, then feel free to check it out in the description. Great guitar solo, by the way, super fun to play. And yes, very much an anti-solo, I guess you could say. It's kind of like an ironic solo, as was the style of Kurt Cobain back in the day. Yeah, super cool, and yes, it was a very fun song to cover on the guitar, and I have been thinking about doing a live version of the song, the cover of the Live and Loud one or something like that, perhaps in the future, as requested by one of you guys out there. So yes, keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully I should do that at some point in the very near future. Okay, so for this song we are in standard tuning, so that pretty much reflects the simplicity of this song itself. With regard to the lyrics, I think there is literally only 3 lines, one for each subsequent part of the song itself. One for the verses, one for the choruses, and then one for the bridge, I guess you could call it. Yes, and that pretty much aligns with the simplicity of the guitar parts themselves. There's nothing confusing or technically advanced going on here. It's super simple, so even a beginner could probably play this song without too much confusion or struggle, really, or challenge, I guess you could say. The only challenge really would be just the fast picking, I suppose, but that's just something that you build up over time anyway, so it's nothing really to worry about. You'll get there in the end if that is something you're struggling with, I suppose. But yes, with regard to the simplicity of the song, it is ridiculously simple, but I think that's pretty much what they were going for with this song, to be honest. I think it's one of Kurt's earlier efforts anyway, because the lyrics are pretty juvenile in some respects. I think at the beginning he's talking about sort of being in detention and missing recess or something like that, and then later on in the track, I think for the bridge at least, he's saying you're in high school again, which could be sort of interpreted as Kurt thinking of the music scene within the Seattle area as being kind of elitist, and there's little cliques everywhere and everyone sort of sticks to their own, if that makes sense. Kind of like at high school, I guess, but maybe I'm just reading way too much into it, who knows. But yes, anyway, irrespective of all that, the simplicity of the song and all that business, it's a very fun song to play, and yes, very rewarding when you do actually nail it as well. So yeah, cool, man. So yes, I have kind of rambled a little bit, but there's not an awful lot for me to say about this song that I haven't said already in the previous cover that I did on the old guitar. So yeah, I don't know really what to say. It is fun going around Nirvana again and doing the bass covers as opposed to just covering the guitar stuff again, I guess. But again, like I said, I would like to do some more live versions of songs. I've done quite a few in the past, but there are definitely quite a few particular songs that I would like to cover in the future. Serve the Servants, Live and Loud, or whatever, some other performance perhaps. I might try and avoid Live and Loud just because I'll have the track playing in the background, and I think the copyright goblins in YouTube will sort of pick up on it straight away and then demonetize my video. So if I do a less well-known version of it, then maybe I might be able to escape, but we'll see. Anyway, other than that, one thing I did want to say was, yes, I do have a cassette version of Bleach as well, which is super cool. I've had that for quite a long time actually. My wife bought me that a very long time ago now. But a good friend of mine, Danny Boy, who I used to work with a little while ago, after having not seen him for a very long time, gave me a couple of cassette tapes. He gave me Nevermind and the Unplugged performance in New York. So yes, that was super cool of him. I'm most appreciative because, Cassettes was kind of my thing when I was a kid. You know, I grew up in like the late 80s, early 90s, and cassettes were a big thing for kids back then, and you know, people in general, I suppose. So yeah, it's cool to have like some of my favourite albums on cassette tape. Not that I'll probably ever listen to them on that format, but it's just nice to have for my collection and all that kind of thing, really. Anyway, I shall let you go now, but thank you so much for watching. If you did, then please, of course, feel free to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Be good to everyone that you meet, and yes, just be a good human being. Do you know what I mean? Yes, anyway, take it easy, guys. Hopefully I shall see all of you awesome people in the next one. Peace. That was cool. I probably forgot to say about half the things I was planning on saying, but it's all good. Now, as I said, School is track number 4 from their 1989... So like I said, School is track number 4 from their 1989 album, Bleach. Yes, now, what the fuck was I going to say?